now. There's a website on the House Government.gov website, and it's pretty simple to use. You throw in your zip code. That's an old zip code of mine. You can't use it. And it tells you who your possible representatives are and invites you to input your street address so that you can contact them. And I bring this up because, as you might be aware, Ukraine aid has stalled again. $60 billion is sitting on the table, stalled in Congress because it will not come to a vote because of the House Republicans. And over that course of this time that this has been stalled, they first said, well, we need a border security bill. And they got a border security bill, and they said, well, that's not good enough, so we won't vote on that either. And then they said, okay, well, here's a straight up aid package for Israel, which is objectionable in my mind, but whatever. Ukraine, and someone else who's even less relevant at this time. And then they said, well, we're not going to vote on that because there's no border security bill. So basically, House Republicans are, as usual, full of shit. I would invite you to take some time out of your day to go leave them, your representative, a message and tell them you want aid to go to Ukraine. And here's why. This money, this $60 billion, is largely going to go in American pockets at the end of the day. It's going to go to defense contractors, and they're going to pay workers to build shells. And then we're going to ship our old crap off to Ukraine. While we have sat here, the town of Avika, which we talked about on the 7th with the commander and the colonel, the town of Avika has fallen as of 2 days ago. Russians executed Ukrainian prisoners of war, mostly out of frustration, and the remaining Ukrainian forces have fallen back. Avika was a central point in the Ukrainian line that has held since 2014, when Russia instigated the LNR and DNR to revolt. It has been the site of incredibly heavy fighting now for months, and as Ukraine has run low on artillery shells, particularly because they're not being supplied from overseas, they have dropped their artillery precipitously to 2,000 shells a day. This is an artillery-heavy war because air power has a very hard time affecting the course of battle because of the air defenses and the insufficiencies of the Russian Air Force. Artillery matters in this war immensely, a great deal when you get down to it. We are holding up Ukraine's ability to defend itself. What has happened in Avika will happen over the course of the next couple months, all along much of the front line, if we do not get aid to the Ukrainians. So it's going to be house.gov, find your representative, easily Googled. Go there, find your representative, tell them you want Ukraine aid. And it's a simple message. Just send it to them day after day after day. Drown them in it. Pretend you're 12, you like a girl, and you don't know how else to do anything but tell her over and over again. And if your representative is a Republican, shame them. So with that, we've had a heavy evening. I think I'm going to call it here. I might come back tomorrow with something, but for the moment, I want to leave you with this to think about for a while. I am gratified to see that some people showed up tonight, especially after a long absence. I hope you found this useful, and I want to thank you and I wish you a safe night, and have a good one, everybody.